Now, will the papacy reassert its power for exactly 42 months? This is implied in Revelation 13:3 through 5. It's for many years I've been looking at this. There's something very significant about those texts. And it fits nicely into that 4-year time period shown earlier between 2008 and 2012. If the deadly wound is healed, notice it's spring. That would be presumably the guess. The papal wound was given in the spring, and actually February of 1798. Will it be healed sometime in the spring of 2008? And then the United States worships the beast whose deadly wound was healed? That's the question. Probation's closed. There's big questions here. We have no idea. Clearly, if 2008 is true, we've got a lot of work cut out for us. If 2008 happens, and it probably won't happen exactly in the manner that we're thinking, but if we can recognize something in that year that is absolutely consistent with the direction of the Spirit, what are we going to do from there on out? I'm sure we're going to be doing a lot more research and analyzing what we've been missing all these years. 42 months. Christ's second coming, again, we don't know, and we certainly wouldn't know exactly the months that would elapse there. At least God has not revealed it at this point in time. We know Ellen G. White talks about a short period of trouble. That fits beautifully right there. She says it is short. We know the 7 last plagues occur after probation's close. We note the latter rain brings in the last of the harvest. And we know that Jacob's trouble occurs during those plagues. We're not specifying where, just specifying in generalities. This is where these things would occur. Now again, Christ stated in Matthew 24,
Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors.
Could it be implied by this statement that one should know far more precisely the time frame for Christ's second coming? I don't know. Again, we'll leave that for personal thought and consideration. Now, related to the Adventist preaching and great disappointment of 1844 depicted in Revelation 10, the last verse states,
And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings.
Prophesy again. What were they prophesying? Christ's second coming. Thou must prophesy again? An Adventist minister shared this with me, this text. And he says, I wonder what this means. Have we been missing something? Something to consider. Here, how about Isaiah 61 verse 2? This text jumped out at me.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. Christ spoke those words in Nazareth. To comfort all that mourn in Nazareth. But he did not say the day of vengeance of our God. Did Christ come in vengeance the first time? No. So another thing to consider. However, God has stated that time will be shortened. This being true, how can one even possibly consider preaching an acceptable year of the Lord? How can we do that? A possible solution to these questions may lie in a better understanding of a time period mentioned in the Bible that up to now has not been addressed.